Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's got a man complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 79 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry for James Conner. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Topper! Look at me, zipper! Hustle! Big grip!
On 2nd and 7, Rudolph. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald.
That's it, baby!
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Go!
He'll try and run for it with Conner. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go, go.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Now.
57's mic. Hey, I'm coming up.
Hey, get it.
Now it's Rudolph. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Olivier Vernon racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
You draw 4-5.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Browns go for 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Mayfield on play action. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Mayfield now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Seibert's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
On the set.
53, check 53. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Let's go.
Rudolph now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Check 6 guys.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Quick dash. Go. Real. Run.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 40.
Come on, set. 50, plant.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On first and 10 is counter. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The Steelers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Yep. Switch.
Back to throw, Rudolph. And that will be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have to be pleased with the way that they move the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones the intended target, but it'll be second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Hey, box truck, my touch.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Mayfield now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And it's 17-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. It's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. He's got it. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go. Do it. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better.
They run with Connor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Alert flare.
Hey, lock it.
Check safety. Check 31.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop.
Number 53. Mike 53. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go. 53 to Mike.
Yes.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Bravo.
Mike 53.
Yo, be careful.
Throwing on second down. Rudolph. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line.
General West.
Check nickel.
Here's Connor. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Zipper.
They're running it.
Hey, Alpha.
53 is the Mike. I'm coming after you. Mike 53.
Go.
Mike.
Now.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26.
Under 10. Hatchet.
6'6", bullet high.
On first down, it's Rudolph. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Hey! Hey, Charlie!
58 for Mike.
Hey!
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Ready?
Second and 10, Rudolph again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will tie things at 17 all. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or in this case, a field goal.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Mayfield. Taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Vernon Butler just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Mayfield now. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun, Mayfield. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Seibert able to knock this one through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Now, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Go.
From the 22, Rudolph. And a quick throw here that's complete. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Connor. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Rudolph. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They will run with Grant. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern?
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now.
218, chopper. Yo, go.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rudolph. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Team 6.
Now Rudolph. This is caught. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the screen. Regular. Watch it.
Now Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
180.
54. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Got it.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly doesn't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, motion, block.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. They run, Chubb, and this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Hey, where's 33? Hurry!
Man, I got you. Joker.
And again, it's Chubb. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set, 180! And watch your leg.
A toss play to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Down.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Stay with your man.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The ball carried by the wide receiver.
Get him, boy. Get him,
That's a
boy.
gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 or. I'm coming. Beat them. Beat them.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Rudolph looking to throw, and that will be incomplete. As time